Alright guys, the utility pole build. It's a really nice, tiny little build that adds some pretty cool detail to a modern town type of build. It's really easy to make. Just the ebonwood fence. You can put it as high or as low as you want. You don't have to build it exactly as I'm building it here. This is just mostly to be used as a guideline. But I'm building it pretty much very close to the way that Mocha's original is. And again, I definitely want to stress that this design comes from Mocha. But here, so you don't need to put two transformers, these things. I just wanted to show you two, just so you see how it looks with a transformer on both sides, or either side of the main utility pole. Now we're almost finished. The only thing we really have to do now is just actuate the palladium columns and the wood up top. Just so you can, if you're flying, fighting a boss or whatever, you can just fly through the whole thing. We're gonna keep the platforms up here normal, so you could land on them. But I'll actuate this platform down here in between these two transformers. So let's just finish putting the actuators in. And then put the switch right here. And boom, we are finished. Just get rid of the switch. And there you go. Utility pole. Okay, now the ceiling fan. Another really small little build. There are a lot of different ways you can do this, but look, we're already almost finished. I'm just gonna hammer these platforms down over here. The fan blades. But yeah, a lot of people build ceiling fans in different ways, but this is how I do it. I'm just gonna paint the rest of this white. You can actuate these blocks also so you can move through it. But it's so close to the ceiling that it doesn't really matter. But there we go, ceiling fan. Now, the sliding glass door is completely my design. I built this for the adventure map that I'm working on. Actually, all of these little props and micro builds in this video are all being used for my adventure map. This build in particular might not be entirely practical for the normal gameplay base of operations, or a house that you actually want to use. Well, I mean, we're gonna actuate this glass, but it's just because, the door's open. And I needed that for my use, for my map, and an open sliding glass door. But you can really easily just put these glass blocks covering the other half, this open area that I'm standing in front of. Yeah, you could just put the glass blocks there and actuate them there just to seal up the room so nothing spawns inside of here. But for my use and, for my purpose, I needed it open. But it's really easy to just fix that. Doesn't matter. Just gonna actuate this. And boom, we have an open sliding glass door. Okay, so if you're gonna go into the trouble of actually building a bathroom into your house, then you gotta add these nice little details like this. The adamantite beam wall painted white looks really nice as a mirror above a sink. And what good's a toilet without some toilet paper? So I had a chain and a platform. You could use a different type of platform. I like to use the Skyware platform. Hammer that down up there, and then just paint this white. And boom, you got a nice little toilet paper roll hanging on the wall. Nice. Now this is another little background detail that you can add into a house, specifically a kitchen in a house. I use two different kinds of slime block because they don't blend. Frozen slime block and pink slime block don't blend with the adamantite beam as well, so has that added bonus. Again, this isn't a very practical thing, but if you're gonna go through the trouble of adding these details, like building a kitchen in your house, then, you know, you could build a nice little refrigerator. Just remember it's actuated blocks, so you can't place anything in front of it. But you can maybe put a red painted pumpkin on the top as like an apple, like a little piece of fruit hanging out on the top of your fridge. I paint it teal, but you can experiment with other colors. White actually ends up turning gray because it's actuated, but there you go. Nice little refrigerator. Now we're gonna build a nice little whip. Nice whip for ya. This is really simple, like extremely simple. But, you know, you don't have to build really detailed vehicles all the time. Actually, guys, let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video on vehicles, like a guide like this, like a tutorial, just with vehicle builds. You know, helicopters, planes, all different kinds of cars and trucks. It's something that I'm kind of interested in maybe trying out. But let me know if you want to see that. Anyway, so I'm just going to build this entire car out of slime block, regular slime block. I'm going to add some diamond gem spark to the front, this little headlight. This is actually not in the adventure map I'm working on. This build is just like a background object that I put into my Wasteland Hamlet speed build that I did. And I actually didn't put tires on it, and I painted it all like gray and white, so it looks a little bit more ruined. This one we're gonna paint red. Cherry red, because why not? Nice 1950s style convertible Chevy. Oh yeah. Now we're almost finished. We're just gonna paint the tires black, and there we go. Nice little sweet ride. Last but not least, we have the Breakfront. Breakfront is pretty much like a large cabinet or chest. And this in particular, it's a piece of background furniture that we're gonna place behind a dining room table. Using mostly background wall and platforms. But then we're gonna decorate the platforms with, you know, all kinds of things like dishes, cups, bowls, glasses, whatever you want to put on this thing. But since it's behind like the dining room table, I'm gonna put a bunch of glasses and things on this thing. But yeah, it's actually, this part, it's actually based on a entertainment center build or micro build by a builder in the Terraria community named Khaios. This is like an altered version of his entertainment center. I just changed it around, and instead of putting like midnight confetti block up top, painted, you know, to make a TV, I just decorated it with dishes and, you know, altered the size a bit. Almost finished with the actual furniture. Just gonna put this boreal wood platform across the top. And I put a chandelier up there just cause if the ceiling was a little bit higher, then I would put you know, decorations all across that top shelf, the top platforms. But here, we'll just put these dishes here. Actually, yeah, I could fit glasses right here. That works. Looks nice. Or, you know, we could, let's just get rid of these real quick. Try putting a bowl over here. A cup, whatever. We'll just put fancy dishes over there, and there we go. That's the Breakfront, guys. Nice little background detail. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you find a use for it. Maybe use some of these in your own builds. Or at the very least, I hope that this helps you come up with your own designs for little micro builds or props that you can use just to add some more detail to some of your builds. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps. And I just want to mention real quick, thank you guys for the support. I have 500 subscribers now. It's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. It's really amazing that people actually like to watch my videos. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace out.